Okay guys, I'm here with Mick from Special Effect, Gamers Charity. Could you just tell us a little bit about what the charity actually does?
Right, basically what we do is we help people with disabilities, all people with disabilities, all ages, to be able to play games on the computer. Hopefully, wherever possible, mainstream games as well. It's a bit of a challenge, but that's what we do. Anybody in the country can contact us if they want to play a video game. We don't charge for our services. We lend people equipment on a long-term basis. We personalise it, we modify it, and basically quite often we'll visit anybody in the country and leave them with a setup. We'll leave them gaming, hopefully, and then we give them ongoing support to make sure they keep gaming. That's what we do.
Excellent, that's good to hear. Obviously you mentioned the types of equipment that you lend to people. Give us some examples.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Whatever somebody can, part of their body they can move. The people that we help, they can't use joypads, basically, like like a lot of other people. So what we do is we find another way. We find out what are they good at. If they can just move their feet, great. If they can move their hands, great. If they can move their head, great. If they can only move their their eyes, then that's great. I mean, over there, you'll see, if you just point the camera over there a second, you'll see the guy there using a special like joystick and switches to be able, or trying to anyway, to be able to play the game. And that's a simplified way of being able to play. It means that if somebody's got a disability and they can only grab a large joypad and press big buttons, then we find them a mainstream game they can play. And it's using that setup that this guy here is able to play, this one up here, is able to play against his dad. He's got cerebral palsy, which means he can't control his movement very well, so he is able to play FIFA with his dad by using that sort of special joystick and a couple of switches. So it's whatever people can do, and if they can only use their eye movement, then we find a way to do that, as you'll see if you want to have a look later at the guy down the end using eye movement, because some of the people we work with are paralysed, they can't move the rest of their body, but they've got good control of their eyes, or they haven't got very good control over the rest of the body. They can control their eyes, and we get technology that will read their eyes so they can play, as I say, like everybody else.
Excellent. And how long is it that the charity's actually been running for now?
Charity's been going since 2007, but as time's gone by, more and more it's gone like that. More and more people and more developers have got in touch with us, either developers to collaborate on making games more accessible, or people wanting help. And we help people throughout the UK and sometimes beyond. And in terms of the advice and in terms of the working with developers, the whole world. I just got a non-disclosure agreement arrived to collaborate with a software company in Sydney, for example. They want to make a new game that they're developing more accessible. We're more than happy to collaborate with them.
Excellent. And aside from that, what else do you think the future holds for Special Effect?
Yeah, future for Special Effect holds us continuing to be a part of the gaming community. We want to be more and more the gamers charity. We want the games industry and gamers to team up with ourselves so that Special Effect will be everybody's charity, not my charity or these guys' charity, but everybody's charity. That's what the future holds, us all doing this together, more accessible games for more people.
Excellent. Of course, at EuroGamer today, raising awareness for the charity. What's the response been like from the crowd?
Yeah, the great thing about gamers is that they get it. We don't need to explain it. We don't need to say, well, actually, games are fun. Games are good for people. Games are great. Great way to socialise. A great way to make friends. Yeah. Great way to make friends all over the world by playing online. We don't need to tell these guys that. They know it, so we don't need to sell anything. They take one look at what we're doing and think, hang on a minute, yeah, if I couldn't play anymore, what would I do? And so we don't need to sell it to you guys. So, we're really, this kind of thing, an interview like this, you guys are helping us spread the word to those guys, so thank you.
Oh, absolutely, it's our pleasure to be able to help get the word out there. I think it's a great cause. Obviously the only charity of its kind at the moment, I'm told, as well.
As far as I'm aware, yeah, that gives one-to-one support to anybody, in the UK and Ireland and beyond whenever we can.
Excellent, well that's very helpful. Thank you ever so much for your time today as well.
Thank you.
Look after yourself.